Hello folks, in this one I'm going to tackle the interior of the Mk2 Audi TT. As you know, I've recently got that for a little bit of a project on the channel, and one of the things that really lets that car down is the interior is absolutely filthy. So I've shot this one over a couple of days. It's not the easiest thing to film this while you're doing it, so excuse the video quality and the audio quality in places. They will get better with the exterior stuff that I'm doing on the car. Loads more stuff going on, but I'm just kind of recording bits and bobs as I do them, and then I'll compile these videos together once they're ready. Please give it a thumbs up, and if I've got less than 20,000 subscribers at the time you're watching this, make it happen. Subscribe, click notification bell. Thanks. Okay, so one of the first jobs here is to clean this absolutely gross steering wheel. It's just very shiny, which is just years of oil from people's hands and stuff, and it's a bit mucky. So I'm going to use one of these. This is a branded one. They're usually called a magic eraser or something along those lines. You can get the generic ones and they're perfectly good. I've just ordered a load more from eBay actually, because I use them for all sorts of cleaning things in the house and in the car. And they're brilliant. You just stick them in water and you're just going to scrub away at this with this damp for quite some time. I've also got some generic sort of leather cleaner that I use on the sofa at home, and then finally I'm going to do it with a bit of Sam's detailer, interior detailer, because it's bloody good. So this is a long job, and I'm just going to be going at this, making slow steady progress for quite some time, and then wiping it down with a microfiber, going over again if need be, inside and out. This needs doing. So yeah, it's going to take me a little bit of time, but a job worth doing and all that. So off I go. Okay, I'm sure you don't want to watch hours of this, so I'm going to crack on and we'll do an update in a few minutes. Right, now this is after just a once over with the magic sponge, and I've literally wiped it with the leather cleaner, and that's all. You can see the cloth's looking pretty minging. Look at that water. Obviously that's completely cleared, just cold tap water, nothing in it at all, and it's just filthy. I don't think it's really going to show in the video, but it's so much nicer underhand now. It's unbelievable. Okay, so next we're going to have a go at this seat, which is leather and Alcantara, and as you can see it's just absolutely hideous. So I'm going to give it a good hoover first of all. I'm going to use this brush. It's not a particularly stiff brush, kind of like a shoe brush. I'm going to use this stuff, Sonax Extreme. I'll put a link to this in the video description. I'm then going to go over it with my Bissell once I've done this. So off we go. So this is after the first pass with the Bissell. So I've used that Sonax cleaner and then my little Bissell on it, which is down there. I've done a video on that before, which I'll put a link to up in the corner of the screen and in the video description. But I think you'll agree the improvement is breathtaking, and that's not the finished result yet. Now, although I can't ever see myself using the rear seats in this car, I do need to get those up to standard as well. So next we're going to dive into those. But more importantly is the carpet, which is grim. Look at that filth. Absolutely hideous. The seats are actually not too bad, so I'll probably get away with just a once over Sonax Alcantara cleaner on those and leave it at that. I won't go over them with the Bissell, but the carpets are going to need a good going over with probably some carpet stain remover. I'll probably use just a household product for that, and then with the Bissell, look at that, grim. Yeah. This little Karcher cordless vacuum, by the way, has been brilliant while I've been doing this car. There is, I did do a review of this, unboxing and a review of it a while ago, so I'll pop a link to that up in the corner of the screen.
And this, ladies and gents, is what came out of those front seats and the carpets. I think you'll agree, that's a bit manky.
And then finally, I've just given the whole of the interior a good once over with this Shine Armour all-purpose interior cleaner. I've used quite a lot of different interior cleaners, and this one is my favourite. So some of them I feel like are sort of finishing products, where this one actually cleans it and kind of finishes it off. It just gives it a natural sort of showroom look, rather than looking like you've whacked a load of sort of tyre silk over it or something like that. You will see that the glove box is now missing, by the way. I've got that out in my shed for repair, but it's a tricky one. It is a tricky one. So I've killed my Dremel so far repairing that glove box, so I've had to send away for another Dremel, and then I can crack back on with that, and there'll be a separate video on that process for you. But just to give you a quick once over of the interior now, you can probably see on the camera, damn sight better than it was, down here, some of that staining I just can't get out. The products I've used have kind of turned the brown to yellow, but I must say that sort of 90% of that has come out. Seats have come up quite nice with just a really light clean. I haven't done anything too drastic in there because we'll barely be using it, and I don't want to get those seats saturated unless I absolutely have to. I've given the boot here a quick once over as well, and the parcel shelf top and bottom. I know a lot of people will say I shouldn't have used the Bissell on these seats, but they were just too far gone, and to be fair, they've come up so well, and I don't regret it at all. I would do it again, but only if absolutely necessary. There we go. I think you'd agree the interior is looking a bit better than it was previously. So give this one a thumbs up, folks. Stay tuned. Probably the next thing I'll tackle will be giving the paint a good cut all over. Gave it an initial once over the other day, but just got some heavier products to have a go at it with, and then we'll have to start addressing these couple of little areas that I think will still definitely need paint. Just from that first cut I did on the car, I can already see that some of the areas that I thought would need paint just won't, and I'd rather keep the paint to an absolute minimum because of cost, and of course just to try and keep it nice and original. I hope you enjoyed that one, folks. Please give the video a thumbs up, and please subscribe if you haven't already done so. Lots of great content on this channel, and there'll be plenty more coming up with this Mk2 TT. Thanks.